Otro revolú, man. Siguen. Está fuerte esto, ¿verdad? Dale. Yeah, here we go with the continuation of the Epstein problem, right?
Yeah, Epstein.
Let's go.
He got shot. So, I mean, he got shot, but it's similar to the fucking JFK. It's
He got shot with a rope
Yeah.
around his neck.
Actually, it was a sheet.
Whatever.
But then the
dude.
sheet didn't have.
No, he didn't get shot. He
hung himself.
He hung himself on his knees because it was like off his bed, but the bed is like super low to the ground. So, you know how difficult it will be for you, a person that we want to survive or survivals, to hang yourself low to the ground,
That's
where
like,
you can just stand
goodbye, cruel world.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're laying down.
It's gonna take a while, but I'm committed.
Exactly. You know, like drowning when you know how to swim, unless you get tired. You know, it's stupid.
It's dumb.
It's like the equivalent of you like drowning yourself with putting your head in the toilet.
Exactly.
Like it's
Something
possible,
like that. Yeah.
but it's really hard. You gotta want it.
So that guy
That's
hung
what's so
himself
mean.
in a prison. No video available.
He hung himself in a 3-foot shallow pool. What a loser.
It was originally ice he was standing on, and then it melted.
melted. It was
Yeah.
summertime.
Melted. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
He
possible.
didn't take account of the sun melting.
The heat melted the ice. Yeah.
Evaporation.
No,
That's
but it was called Little Jeff Island or whatever. What did I say?
the island. Where,
Little St. James.
Little St.
well,
James.
if you don't know, for the viewers, if
Emphasis
you don't know
on the
what
little.
You
I don't
went
know about
there,
the
huh?
island, but yeah, the island maybe.
Dude, he had cameras everywhere.
But no,
there.
Jeffrey, but he was a fucking pedophile. Well, he wasn't.
Allegedly.
He
was
got a whole bunch of little girls or whatever and took them to an island where
bathed in the blood of the innocent.
where allegedly the Illuminati's bathe in their whatever.
He would
He had
go
presidents.
for low income females that had no family structure. He would focus on them, and he would pay them good money. And if you would bring someone else with you, he would pay you for that. So if you brought in your friend who was also your age,
Like a
he
referral
would
fee.
pay you a referral fee for that. So he would have his Charlene Maxwell and the other girl, the lieutenant, find these girls, and he would tell them, "I will pay you if you get me people that would." He had like a
Little
pyramid
massage.
scheme,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
to
yeah.
come over to my house, and he was just a fucking weirdo. And
But the worst part is that he was super connected. Like he had a prince from the UK or something, or
won-
somewhere, and
It's crazy.
Trump was recorded talking,
Chilling, hanging out with him.
at
Trump was
Mar-a-Lago.
friends with
Chris
him.
Tucker was in that. Oh, what's the name of the plane? The Lolita Express, right?
Lolita Express.
In the Lolita Express, they have a log of everybody that goes in. Bill Clinton's on it.
Bill Clinton flew.
Chris Tucker,
Kevin
they
Spacey,
Kevin
Prince
Spacey.
Andrew,
Spacey.
Bill Gates,
Bill Gates.
former astronaut John Glenn,
But hold on, it's not like these guys are influential. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they run the world.
Chris Tucker, Prince Andrew, RFK.
Bill Clinton, they actually said that he flew 26
many
times
Yes.
with Jeffrey Epstein.
Correct.
Have you flown with anybody, like a family member, 26 times?
I
Bill
don't
Clinton.
remember.
Depends on your definition.
I haven't even flown with you 26 times. I haven't even flown with you 26 times. So it's like crazy. What the hell was he doing 26 times?
Dude, it's
He was going to the little Jeffrey's Island.
if that doesn't show you the amount of leverage that these men have on for other nefarious purposes. This is just some guys that just want to have fun
Notorious.
and do some stuff. I mean, that's putting it lightly, of course. But the point I'm making to them is just like, like a little whatever thing they do. There is world domination, other gangs and pockets of the world. Like, we only know what we're
don't know.
told.
We
We
don't
only
know.
know what we're told.
Exactly.
Epstein recorded everything. So he was the king of blackmail. So I feel like he had a lot of shit on a lot of people, and he knew it. And that's why he ended up being the entrepreneur of the year in Washington, and he didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
But how did he win that award? Because he had so many
'Cause he got
powerful
paid.
people in his back pocket
Wow.
for shit that he had on them.
He
And
actually,
that's why this guy got killed, because he was going to come out with a list of people and destroy our U.S. government as to the core. Like
That would-
names
Or not
of
just
people.
not just the U.S. government. I think
Oh,
powerful
powerful people were on this list, and they
Not
took
the-
care of him
not
because
just the
they
government, yeah.
didn't want him to talk.
I
So how
agree,
long
I
do you think
agree.
Elaine's gonna be around?
It's weird because
I feel like she knows a lot more than she's telling.
you think so?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like she knows a lot of the people that were on this list, and I don't know if she said the names
Hell
of
no.
people and they're keeping it quiet.
They were like, you saw what we did to this guy, right?
Maybe.
Do what you want to do, but you saw what we did in the jail.
Uh-huh.
This is the power we have.
I think what's his name, Harvey Weinstein too. I think he's involved somehow
Oh,
too.
sure.
His sentence got reduced because I think he gave names. Honestly, I think there's a reason why he got a reduced sentence for what he did in Hollywood. I think he gave some.
I don't think
people
he
some
earned
names.
that shit. I don't think he gave any.
I honestly do. I think he's involved somehow too.
But then
That
nobody got punished
It's a
because
separate conspiracy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but
back to the
Russian dolls here. I love it.
all over the place. But back to Jeffrey. So he killed himself.
yeah.
So we agree that he was probably killed, or you know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
either persuade him to kill himself or they killed him. Which it can go both ways.
Why would, if you're a multimillionaire, why would you kill yourself knowing you have
'Cause
a
your
get
life
out
is
of guard?
gone.
You have all that evidence in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
They took that from him. He had no leverage anymore, so he had nothing but his own word, and no one's
And
gonna
that's
believe
it.
It's
your
like
word.
it's like imagine being in Mario and you're in the corner with those Hoopa Koopa things, and you can get the star. And you're like, man.
Depression. There you go.
It could be depression, anxiety,
the
whatever
star
it
is
could be.
coming, and you could go into the spiky turtle, or take the
No.
star, and you don't take the star.
But you don't think that
The star will make you invincible through the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
I just like
But then-
how. Go ahead.
How can you get away with it for that long? You're invincible.
That was this. That was my phone.
Hold on, my
You
bad.
want to rewind it?
I'm sorry.
¿Cómo es que
But,
suena? ¿Cómo es que suena? ¿Cómo es que suena?
Sorry, guys.
Good one.
But if you're, what the fuck were we talking about?
You were saying about Epstein.
Epstein.
No, something about invincibility.
Oh, the star. You know, I say, why would if I'm
Mario.
taking the star, that could make me, forego everything, like to be well.
Like if he told on people, he would have been perfect because he had. But how is he gonna hide from
No, that's true. No,
everyone?
you can't. You
That's
can't.
what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
You get the star, but how are you gonna hide?
the star runs away. I mean, runs out eventually.
Exactly. And
That's
we're gonna
yeah.
find you. So, I think he got murdered.
But,
Obviously,
yeah.
I think he would have told on a whole bunch of people.
Donald Trump's first wife is in the book too.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
didn't she just die?
She just died.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's in the book?
Trump says he's a terrific guy. Remember how I love that how Donald Trump,
Jeffrey
whenever
said
they asked
that?
him a question about Epstein, he
Oh,
would
that's
dodge
terrific.
the question like he didn't know him. But there's thousands of photographs of him with him.
The show, you
There's
see the one
And they were
dancing with him?
neighbors and-
There's
and they were-
video, yeah,
him
of him
dancing.
dancing with them.
neighbors
yeah.
in Palm Beach. Like he literally was up the street. Like
True.
come
true.
on,
They're
Let's-
close. Yeah.
Donald. So come on.
You mean
Yeah.
grab him by the banana, Trump, Donald? He wouldn't do that.
Definitely not.
That documentary on Netflix is great. Have you watched it on it?
I did.
It's really good. how
Really
it
good.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really. Good.
It's really good how they break it all down and
Yeah.
how they had the Palm Beach Police Department on the payroll.
Well, I don't know about that, but yes.
was
Some
in
things I agree. No, it was interesting.
so we all agree Epstein died suspiciously.
So we agree.
Yes.
Yeah. We agree
Yes.
that he died suspiciously.
So we do
I
have
don't
one
know.
common ground on
There
one
it is.
conspiracy.
Boom.
We have one that we all agreed on.
Officially
Definitely.
conspiracy.
There
Conspiracy
it is.
confirmed.
There's one.
Conspiracy
There's one.
confirmed.
But if you think that the moonfall was a conspiracy theory, John F. K. No, we agreed on that one
We
too.
didn't do the moonfall conspiracy theory.
We talked about
Oh,
it.
no, yeah, John F.
Moon
Kennedy.
landing.
John F. Kennedy was
Confirmed.
another one, confirmed, because it was kind of difficult, and so there's two, JFK and
The
Epstein.
moon landing, 9/11.
The moon landing, 9/11. We didn't agree.
We didn't get that. The world will never know. But we know.
We know. It's
How will they know?
The last one that you just mentioned, that
They'll know.
Rainey said the moonfall, because have you seen the movie
movie.
Moonfall?
no, I haven't.
All right. So it's about
We don't want to talk about the movie.
no. This is the
No,
conspiracy
the
I want
conspiracy.
Look it up.
So the tipo.
What was
So-
the next conspiracy though?
So the conspiracy. This is the conspiracy.
I don't believe you.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
The
So we'll get back to
conspiracy.
that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the
All
movie.
right. So the
Story.
theory came before the movie. All right. So
Okay.
it's not just derived from there, but there is some people that say that the moon is not a natural structure.
Oh.
That it is
Death Star.
engineered
A spaceship.
somehow, some way.
Yeah,
That
a
the
Death
Death
Star.
Star,
Yeah.
is very similar to what could be happening. Okay.
Wow.
That's why they made
And
the Death Star.
at first, it's like ugh, it's absurd. It's like, come on, like that's the moon. Like we know. But then this kind of correlates with what we talked about earlier with NASA, whether we landed or not, because NASA themselves claims that when we went and we dropped onto the moon, that the moon rang like a bell.
Hollow.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but when something rings like a bell, it's not solid. Like nothing rings like that, right? So I see what you did there. So that when I heard about that, and then the whole idea of the Death Star is basically what that gets close to your planet and fucking destroys it, right? So then they teach us in school that if the moon were to move anywhere, like the tides would completely radically
Correct,
change.
yeah.
So then on top of that, there's this guy, this African guy. He passed away years ago. He was a shaman, and his name was Credo Mutwa. All right.
Oh, okay.
And he does talk about a lot of things that are pretty bizarre. Right? I'm not just gonna bizarre to most people, right? But he says that in their culture they call the moon the egg, right? So this movie Moonfall talks about. I don't want to spoil it for those, so I'm not gonna give any spoilers, right?
Okay.
Because it's a cool reveal. But it talks about how basically the moon, there's something going on there,
Yep.
and it's man-made, and we finally get to it, and we see what's there.
Yep.
So one cool fact that I didn't know, and that's because I wasn't paying attention in school during science class, was that when the moon goes around, you only see one side. You know, you never see the
There's
back.
no the dark side, yeah.
You just see this. You know, that kind of puts a little bit of question mark in my head. Doesn't prove anything. I'm just saying, but I
It's like
can't.
it's like a satellite. It doesn't rotate on an axis.
It's like you have a question mark,
Yeah.
but no, now you got half a question mark. All right. So it's like you don't know what you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't that blow your
A
mind?
little bit, doesn't it?
So if you haven't seen Moonfall, I think it was a great movie. Moonfall was a great movie. You need to watch it.
So it could be Optimus Prime up there.
It
That's what
could
I'm
be.
saying.
You know the
No,
mo-
that's
Roll out.
what's the city?
Dark Side of the Moon.
No, the city.
that's a great album.
The city.
Great.
Of Angels.
No, that the Transformers live in. What the fuck is it called?
Oh, the Cube? No,
Not the cube. It's fucking
Transformia.
Oh, their
Orlando?
planet. You mean?
Yeah, the planet.
Transformersville.
That's what it is.
I don't know.
It's the fucking
Trans-
I
planet.
don't know.
Transutopia.
No, fuck that.
Back in.
It's fucking. I don't know.
Megatronation.
If you know, put it down on the fucking comments.
Don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. But there's a name for it,
For the
and I just skipped my
Transformers.
mind. No, not the planet.
Where Transformers.
And we
come
were
from.
talking about an egg, and that it controls, and that's what it
Dude,
does. But-
another one too that, hey, might as well. Let's just go throw the whole sink in there, all right? How about Flat Earth?
Oh,
This is going to be a fun one.
yeah,
I
don't know
can't
about
get
that
on
one.
board with the flat Earth.
Me neither.
It's a potato.
I can't get on board with it. It's just, I don't
It
know.
kind of makes
can't
sense
either,
if you
but-
think about it.
I mean, everything is flat
We're
right now.
surrounded by ice. We can't go
But-
up. We can't go down. We can't go anywhere.
So
We're
all the
trapped in the
pictures-
middle.
No,
but
no,
all the
hold on.
pictures are faked, and all that stuff is faked, or
Well,
is that
no image from NASA is pure or like a picture from me.
I don't believe
It's all
shit
digital.
anymore, bro.
It's all digital.
so? That includes Armstrong and all that other bullshit.
No, but we
with
didn't
the
have that
land on
back
the moon.
then. We didn't have that back then.
I know we don't.
So you can't use it as an
Oh,
example
you
now.
wanted to talk.
Ever since 9/11, I don't believe anything.
It's true. Honestly.
I don't believe.
But check this out. I don't. If I had to say, like, Mike, do you think that
Your Earth is
that the
flat.
Earth is flat? I'd be like, no, I think it's round. But the possibility of being flat, I don't rule it out just because I don't know enough.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
I
And-
haven't really looked into it, right?
And I've had some stuff that because I'm very limited in this little thinking thing, that it appears that it has something that I should consider. Like one time, one of the things I saw, it doesn't. Again, this is just really trivial, but This guy took a rocket and put a camera on it, bro, and just unleashed shot it up. And you see it go, bah! And it was like not one that you could buy on a counter or anything.
All right, okay.
Right? And all of a sudden, it just hits something and it stays there. It just stays. Like if it was, because the idea is from flat Earth proponents is that there's a dome, a glass, and that's what the Bible refers to from the firmament separated the waters.
So
from
now
the
we're
water.
talking fucking Hunger Games, bro.
So
Hunger Games,
again,
that's how it is.
and then
Hunger Games.
So
Hunger Games.
then you start
Hunger.
thinking, how's the day and night work? Well, it's like a disc, it's flat, and then the moon and the sun spin around it like that.
So they're tied off to the flat.
They're basically saying that actually this is a perfect model. This little outside edge is supposed to be an ice wall that is like miles thick and tall.
Right.
And that's why we made an international treaty. We've got a lot. We can't get along, but we all came together and said, "Yo, no one's allowed to go past this in Antarctica."
Yeah.
Like we'll all agree with that. All right.
Except for Metallica, because they perform there. The only
Well,
band to ever
Metallica's
all
freaking
7
Metallica,
continents.
bro. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
They're part.
They did Enter
Illuminati.
Sandman. Enter Sandman.
They're the only band ever to perform in all 7 continents.
Wow.
True.
Yes.
That's true.
that's
They
pretty
actually
gangster.
performed in Puerto Rico. They
perform.
actually hold a record of most fans in El Choliseo.
Huh?
18,500 fans. But they're saying that Bad Bunny's going to break it. With this.
Bad Bunny, right back into it.
But yeah,
This guy's like Call of Duty, Bad Bunny. I think you're in love with Bad Bunny.
No, I'm not.
know
I'm
what's-
just.
you know what's
I'm
behind
in love with news.
every
I'm in
episode,
love with
Bad-
news.
You know what's behind those ice walls, right?
what is that?
More ice.
Vampires and fucking fairies and
30 days of night.
Wolverines
Now,
and shit.
this is now if I were to believe that it was flat, all right, I'm getting all excited. No, imagine like instead of having planets be globes, what if it's an entire surface like this and this
Like
is
completely
space,
flat,
right?
like the entire
all of
space is
this,
flat.
right? And it's like Swiss cheese, but in the hole is a planet. That what we call it. So I mean, this whole Swiss whole cheese is really far from here. Like
So
you would
you're-
never measure that but to you it would seem that everything's going around you.
Right.
So you're saying that the entire galaxy is flat?
Who
Could
knows
be.
what the galaxy
No,
looks like?
exactly. We don't know.
But that's the thing. So when they we can't go. If you look at all the
Imaging from
from NASA when the rockets go up, they always go like this, right? And
Yeah.
I know because there's math. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not educated enough to talk about this. But these are just dumb questions that my dumb mind
Because you
doesn't
don't want to go at a
understand.
straight angle through the atmosphere because it'll burn up. So you got an angle so you can.
So
break
like
through
it's like I don't know. This guy did some
that
measurements
shit.
on the water and you know if you measure from here to miles, you should start seeing the curvature going like that. But no, they measured from this tip to the last tip, and it was as straight as an arrow. And then also like in planes, the plane thing is weird. Again, I'm not saying I believe any of this. I'm just saying I can't rule it out because I'm not smart enough to rule it out, right? But there's in planes, if you're a pilot, you know, would you have to keep on dipping down with the curvature of the Earth because it's aeroplane,
Yeah.
you know, arrow for air and plane as in flat. So how when they do the gas fill ups, some guy tracked
It's-
all that. It was again, I don't know enough
It's
about
measured
it.
by altitude, planes altitude, because the altitude keeps so.
So
you
it has
stay
a,
at 30.
so that has it has to have a
Yes.
self-regulating
Yeah.
every so
altitude.
keep on
Yeah.
going down.
It's by altitude. It's by
Autopilot.
altitude. You have to.
I thought it was
But to talk about the being flat and curvature, right? Rockets going sideways. So if you drop something, if you throw yourself in the water and you're flat, you're gonna freaking una quema en la
Yeah.
piscina, right?
yes.
But if you go head first at an angle,
Oh, so that's a good analogy. So, when
you're
it's breaking the
you
atmosphere,
you hurt yourself less.
that's great.
It
See,
doesn't hurt yourself that much. So
So what you're saying is the space is water.
no, I'm not saying that. What
They
I'm
do
saying
say-
is it
it's
hurts.
like
they
a
say that too.
swimming
If you go at a straight angle, it's gonna hurt more than going at a.
They make the claim that the biblical story happened, even though the biblical story predates the Bible and predates the Jewish documents. It all comes from ancient Babylon, and they all have a very similar flood story. And they say in the Bible, for instance, says like during Noah's flood or whatever, there was a crack in the firmament or something,
Sí.
or in the beginning, something happened where all this water pushed out, and there was the waters from the bottom and the top. and that's what they cling on to. They say that there was a dome, and then that when that rocket went up there and it got stuck, it hit that dome, and then that the way that the light reflects and makes an arch is because of the shape of the dome, because it reflects all the light from within. I should have paid attention.
It's
to
a
science.
golden hue.
This is another fucking story for another day.
How about Bigfoot?
I was gonna say it.
Shit.
Oh, I was gonna. Well, I thought I'd bring it up there. Bigfoot.
I've seen him on TikTok, so it's gotta be fucking true.
Bigfoot. Okay.
yeah.
How about not the monster truck Bigfoot?
He likes beef jerky.
Jack Links,
Just give it to him. Just give it to him.
dude. You know Mitch Hedberg, the comedian.
Yeah.
He's like, I think the problem is that Bigfoot is blurry.
In every single picture.
It's not that the picture is bad, as that he is blurry, which makes it more frightening because there's an out of focus monster roaming.
You know, I go back to we don't know what's we don't know. So I think there's definitely sea creatures out there that we don't know
Right.
exist.
The abyss,
So there's got to be
stuff like that.
There's got to be stuff
down below.
everywhere.
This is real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was a
bel-
movie. Yeah,
I
watched
believe
it.
that
They
there
come
might
out
be
of the
one.
ocean at the
Yeah.
end.
Do you?
You know?
Bigfoot. Somewhere maybe in the world,
Maybe.
outside in a dense forest area, maybe there's something out there that we've never discovered.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah.
Have you ever
Possibility.
looked into like DNA and how like it has 2 strands or 12 strands, but 10 are turned off, right?
Right. Okay.
Right? So some people suggest that we are the products of direct genetic manipulation,
Okay.
right? So if you look at these ancient Babylonian stories, they talk about how they would splice different DNA and different beings would come across. So like that's why you hear, you have
the
you have
fish people
you have a
and the
polar
lizard.
bear and you have a brown bear, you have Bigfoot and you have Yeti, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's weird, things that I wouldn't always
Yeti.
dismiss. Hey.
Yeah, Yeti is Bigfoot, but in
I
the
love you.
Arctic, right?
Yes,
That's
yes,
what
yes.
a Yeti is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
He's white and has better credit.
I know.
Hey.
And he's not blurred. And he's definitely
the
not
Yeti is
blurred.
real because you can see it in
The brown one sometimes credit needs to get a little better.
Star Wars.
That was kind of mean. Maybe I should have said that.
Chewbacca.
He fights. He almost
can't do
eats Luke Skywalker
Photo.
in the snow, man.
That's
He
true.
did, that's right.
That's true. True.
The Force was strong with Luke. He was able
But he
to.
makes good snow cone. He makes good snow cones for Monsters Inc.
He does.
Remember?
Oh,
He
the
made
blue
this-
one.
Oh, the Blue Yeti. Well, he's from a different multiverse.
Do you believe in Loch Ness
Fuck,
over there in
multiverse.
Scotland?
They
No.
said that was officially debunked.
Yeah, it was
But-
in a bathtub, right? Wasn't it a
Yeah,
picture?
yeah.
But
But there's got to be something down there
I have you ever heard of
that we haven't seen.
the Emerald Tablets of Thoth?
What?
Oof, you just spun my mind.
Okay.
No.
If you look at Egyptian mythology, or
Okay.
what they wouldn't say it's
I
mythology,
do that all the time.
right? The one with you really had me going, man.
He's trying.
There's
Holy shit.
there's this
I'm not the only
deity
one.
who's responsible for wisdom. Thoth.
No, there's this.
So,
what?
Deity,
Deity.
like a god,
Okay.
right? He's responsible for. He's the god of wisdom. He introduced literature and mathematics.
Would
and all
that be
He is also
P.
known as
Diddy?
by the Greeks as Hermes Trismegistus, which means Hermes the 3 times great, right?
Okay.
And he was basically says, according to these Emerald Tablets, that some freaking outside spaceship came here, and there was these furry looking things walking around. Right?
Hermes like the brand, right?
Yes. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hermes. All right.
Brand watch. But
And
the
then-
creatures with their hairs.
So,
Yeah.
so they came in and they stopped them with some kind of stun gun or something, some energy thing, right?
right, yeah.
And then they said, "Hey, let us make man more in our likeness, in our image, kind of like what we hear in the Bible, right?"
Okay.
And that's when the genetic splicing happened and came about. And if you look at George Lucas, he's also in Star Wars. What happens when the Ewoks, so you have the spaceship coming in, the Ewoks are over there. We were the Ewoks.
Ah.
Doesn't that blow your mind?
We were those little guys.
Yeah. They couldn't talk.
That's why you still see those.
And we worship C-3PO.
Oh, yeah, because it was shiny and golden.
That's why you go to like certain Mexican circuses. They got those 2 Mexican kids with all the fur faces, the wolf kids.
Oh,
Those are the real Ewoks. Nah, I just made that up.
Yikes.
That's a real condition, and that's not cool.
it is a condition.
And I don't
sorry, I
even
don't
think they're
mean to.
Mexican.
No, but it,
I think they were the ones that I because we get the Mexican news, and I remember growing up. I know there was other kids too, but I remember specifically in Puerto Rico watching.
No,
like,
it is a condition. I've
I
seen
don't
it.
know about
I think they had a documentary like some crazy diseases, and it was like the overgrowth of hair.
Well, how about your neck of the woods, Puerto Rico? Let's talk about the chupacabra.
bro.
I think he's Mexican too.
Is it?
Just kidding.
But is
No,
it?
he is Puerto Rican.
So
No,
it is,
I'm just
right?
kidding.
Well, tell me about it. Educate.
Did he
me.
first
I don't
start in
know.
Puerto Rico?
Some aliens.
I think it's
I
Puerto
think
Rican,
so.
isn't it, Tiki?
I think we
I think it's
took it in our shoulders,
Okay.
but I don't.
Wasn't he
think-
engaged to J Lo?
No, they actually got
no.
married.
That's Mark Anthony.
and they had 2 kids, I think.
That's Mark Anthony, bro.
That's what I was gonna say, but you stole it. I was like,
You
no,
shouldn't have said a name.
Oh man.
That was a skinny guy.
yeah.
That does salsa.
he got with a big booty hump.
yeah.
But it means what? Goat
Sucker.
sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go sucker.
So you would
It's
get,
like our-
if you were a kid, you were told if you don't go to bed, the chupacabra
Don't
would
go
get
chupacabra.
you.
No,
something.
el cuco.
For us was El Cuco,
Yeah.
which is the
It's the
boogeyman.
boogeyman.
Chupacabra, we were older.
yeah, we
yeah,
already
okay.
old.
Yeah.
That we try to come up with something like a vampire, but those are way too cool. So we're like chupacabra.
Chupacabra. Yeah.
We
That's what he does. He drains
it.
cows out of or goats,
Goats.
out of their blood. But then he migrated. He went somewhere else. So he must have gotten on.
he spread his empire across
what I'm
Central
saying.
Yeah, he
America.
went somewhere else.
Only in
I don't-
Spanish-speaking countries.
I don't think he was.
Exactly.
Was
That's
he spotted?
weird.
Was he ever spotted in Puerto Rico?
He got to
Sure.
immigration. I was like, no, not turning
Was there
around.
any evidence of that in
No.
Puerto Rico?
I don't
That's
There's
think
no
so. I
true
think there was a guy
evidence.
con un machete haciendo roto por todos lados hasta que llamaron a la noticia. Mira, por ahí pasó el chupacabra.
but that's why I'm saying I never heard of anything happening in Puerto Rico.
No, no
but
pictures,
I've
nothing.
heard
But
the stuff
but
in
there's drawings out there.
Mexico, like Texas area.
Yeah, yeah. See, he fucking migrated to the South America.
Yeah.
And then he came back to North America.
He jumped from Puerto Rico to Cuba. Oh no, to the Dominican Republic, then
Yeah.
Cuba or Jamaica,
Y
and then
después para
Cuba.
México y para Costa Rica, para
And
todos
when
lados.
he
I
got to
don't know the
places,
right order of the fucking islands.
He was fucking migrating, man.
when he get there, he'd be like, "Pique Spanish? No, qué mierda. Mira,
That's a good one. That's a
Let's
good one.
go.
No, pero con eso.
45.
With the
Let's take it away.
chupacabras, that shit's a fucking myth. It's just like the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
It's fucking debunked. So, yeah, I've never seen it. They got pictures out there, paintings and all kinds of shit, but yeah, I don't believe in it.
Don't they even have a corpse?
it's called cryptozoology. If you guys want to look it up, cryptozoology. Google
is
it.
that?
That's what we've been talking about.
You put
Hey.
like,
If you want to look it up,
Yeah, that's the real thing. Cryptozoology. Look it up.
look it up.
Yeah.
sure, look it up.
Look
Head
it
blown.
up. Look it up.
Which means what?
Send us the link.
The
and
study
we're
of
gonna read it.
Bigfoot.
and then delete it.
The fake shit. Gotcha. My bad. Go.
How about Stonehenge?
Continue.
Fake shit.
Hurry up, man.
Anything on Stonehenge?
We out, motherfuckers.
Stonehenge?
Yeah.
We are out. This is it. Revolut Lab. Check it out.
That's it, okay.
Mike
We're finishing up.
on the
Peace.
fucking white shirt over here, always cutting me off. We got Rennie over there also cutting me off.
We always
And we
cut him
got
off.
Peter, the man with the master plan with his awesome shirt.
Jesse and Howard here.
Howard Stern,
Jesse
yes.
for
Conspiracy Masters.
Wait a minute.
For sure.
And
Irish
Joel on the controls.
And I'm always cutting them off, too.
Yes, not
Se
as much.
joda.